Despite the Constitutional Court having settled legal battles in Kabushi and Kwacha by-election, the aggrieved Patriotic Front members of parliament have made it a hot topic in the National Assembly. The target for answers on alleged misconduct of the Electoral Commission of Zambia is the Vice President Mutale Nalumango during her question time. During the Vice President's question time, leader of the opposition Brian Mundubile wanted to know what government is doing to salvage the image of state institutions which are allegedly losing their credibility.
What are your immediate interventions to try and salvage the image of your government in the face of the Zambians and the international community to whom you've been preaching the rule of law?
Lunte Member of Parliament Mutotwe Kafwaya wanted to know from Mrs. Nalumango the validity of the ballot papers in Kabushi and Kwacha, which are dated 15 September 2022.
It is the first time in our history of democracy, in our history of elections, that ballot papers for another month could be used another time later.
In response, Ms. Nalumango says government respects the rule of law.
Now, to allege that we are losing credibility in the eyes of Zambians, I think it is important to state which Zambians. Sir, you have a right to have an opinion, but Zambians are seeing otherwise. The international community is seeing otherwise. They are seeing the rule of law.
On the ballot papers printed for 15th September, the Vice President explained the cost implication.
People were going to court. There were stays and counter stays and things like that. And now, after the suspension, the days that were given may not have sufficed for the ECZ to print new ballot papers. And therefore, they have gone on with the same members. There has been no new nomination. If there was a new nomination, maybe people would have said, how are you doing it? But it is under the same.
The by-elections in Kabushi and Kwacha have passed, but the electoral process in Zambia allows for petitions within 7 days after declaration of results. The Patriotic Front have vowed to contest the election results. Rhoda Mvula, Damu News.